On today's episode, we find out that Wisconsin is getting healthier.
Yep, we're smoking less, but we still love anything deep fried.
Yeah, that is true. Let me see. Last time I was in Wisconsin, they had fried cheese curds, fried ice cream, fried beer, fried Twinkies, fried Oreos, and who knows what else.
For another New Year's resolution, I want to get Samsung to send me a 49-inch curved gaming monitor.
Now, that's a good resolution. I think that's a great resolution. I think the two of them, one for you, one for me. Hear that, Samsung? We'll review it on the show.
And Hawaii is going to eat all of the invasive species to get rid of them.
Invasive species. That means stuff that wasn't there originally.
Correct.
Does that include all the tourists?
No, I don't think they're quite ready to jump on that bandwagon.
Welcome to What Happened to the World Today. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott. And this is a tale of how bad life decisions have led to a YouTube show.
And a bad life decision for you is the thing behind you. What in the heck is that? We're going to talk about what we've noticed going on in the world today. And what I've noticed is Scott has a cat behind him.
Yes, that is one of the stray cats we've been taking care of. But I wanted to show two different things. I've also been doing some physical labor on the front of our house during the nice weather we had last week. And we had flooding. Remember the flood that I showed you about the waterfall in my back, in my basement or my lower level of my house?
Right. So that is your deck and rocks.
Right. Well, we dug a trench. We dropped, I believe they call it tiling. They're two plastic tubes with holes in them, and you put a sock around it.
Right.
And then you cover it up with gravel. So now when the water comes down the driveway and the yard, it goes into there, and it'll go away from the house instead of into the house.
If you have the drain going the right way.
It's going the correct direction. And, of course, manually, we shoveled all that gravel in there, wheelbarrows, and pushed it around. And I'm, of course, out of shape, so I'm paying for it. But anyway, that cool orange cat.
Wait. We just talked in the last show how you were in good shape. It's just when you were on the ground that it hurt you. So apparently it's more than just being on the ground?
Well, like I said, I'm flexible, but I'm not used to doing that kind of manual labor. So shoveling gravel and shoveling dirt and digging dirt and, oh, my goodness, that's physical labor.
Yes, it is. I don't want to. I don't want to do it.
This cat here, somebody must have dumped him because he comes right up to me when I feed him. The other two wild cats that come here, as soon as you open the door, they run. And then as soon as you put the food down and go in the house, they come right back.
Oh, so the other two are feral and this guy is domesticated?
Yes, but I can't bring him in the house because he's way too big. He's bigger than all the other cats in the house.
Do you have laws on how many pets you can have in Wisconsin because you guys got all the farming and everything? Like here we have a 3-pet limit. You only allowed to have 3.
It depends on where you are. But yes, on the farms, obviously, that's all. And I believe it's 4 animals of any kind, and you have to have a boarder's license. Does that sound right?
No, but could be anything in Wisconsin.
Yeah, well, it's when you take your if you go on vacation and you drop your animal off to be
it's a boarding. You board them.
Yeah, you have to have a license for that, and if you have 4 or more animals, you have to have a license as you're considered a boarder.
Because
if they're all yours.
Is that short for hoarder?
Could be.
You're hoarding animals.
So,
yep.
But we do have some really awesome news in Wisconsin.
Yes, you do. You guys are actually getting healthy.
Well, more or less. I like how you put that.
Well, what does that mean?
Well, because we're still eating beer and brats, and we're drinking beer and eating brats.
Cheese curds.
Yes, everything fried. If it's fried, we eat it here.
Right. But you're smoking less.
Yes, Wisconsin hits an all-time low. We saw a 16% drop in 2017. Which was a drop from 21% in 2011 all the way down to 16%. And now we're down to we're at 14%.
You just said a lot of very confusing numbers.
Yes, I did.
So
we are now at 16% of smokers, whereas the national rate is 14.
Okay, so you're still higher than the national rate.
Yes, but we're definitely improving.
Again, though, they got this in here, and I'm like, okay, what does that mean? Is this not counted as part of it? It says right here, and many young people have used e-cigarettes or flavored tobacco products.
Yes.
So when you move to an e-cigarette, does that mean you're a non-smoker now?
You know, I find that kind of odd because I know a lot of people are doing the vaping and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, you know.
And there's two different types of vaping, just so you know.
Yes.
Well, there's more than probably two, but there's
is.
one where you do the smoke and there's not a lot of smoke. And then there's the other ones, which I love. Oh, man, my nose is itching. Where you see them at the light and they take a hit and then they blow it out and their car fills with smoke.
It looks so cool.
I'm like
it looks like a Cheech and Chong movie.
Yeah, like, what are you doing? Why do you need a vaping, fogging, smoking thing that...
Yes, and then, of course, there's the one where they're putting in that, what is that, PC or whatever? What's the stuff out of marijuana? The oil. PCP?
The marijuana
That's
oil.
the bad stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever it is, that's also a problem because they're putting that in there instead of nicotine.
It is called marijuana oil. No.
Yeah.
CBD.
CBD, there we go.
CBD oil versus hemp oil versus cannabis oil.
Right. So once it's all legal, it will no longer matter. But obviously, that's where a lot of people are going with that. But the thing that you remember, I used to tell you when I was doing the DJ and karaoke in the bars and stuff like that, I'd come home and I'd have to take a shower before I go to bed. And then I'd wake up the next day coughing and sneezing gray crap out of myself.
Right.
Secondhand smoke is worse than the people who are actually smoking. You said, how can that possibly be? Because smokers do develop a bit of a resistance to the tar and bad crap that's going into them.
They don't. No, it's not a resistance. They get scar tissue.
They do.
It's not a resistance. It's right. They damage the lungs so bad that it doesn't affect them anymore because now they can't breathe.
Yes,
so,
right.
So I reject your reality of resistance.
Okay,
it's kind of like burning your fingers. Once you burn your fingers off, they don't feel the burn pain anymore.
That's right, they don't. So
no, you've damaged your lungs so badly that you didn't build up a resistance. You've actually damaged your lungs so badly that they're not flexible anymore, and you can't breathe anymore. So no.
No, just say no.
Just say no. Yeah, I'll go back to the 90s.
Yes. And I'll tell you right now, thank you all who have quit.
Yes. It is funny here being in Vegas where people still smoke, sitting at the tables in the casinos and in restaurants and stuff like that. I mean, they've got it out of most of the restaurants, but.
Yeah, that's one of the things I was worried about and I wanted to talk to you about before visiting you because I got to figure out where I can go because there's
lots of places now. They've made the law where it has to be separated out.
Yeah, because I will not eat in a restaurant that has cigarette smoke in it anywhere.
Yeah, they won't. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah. You could have two separate rooms, but unless you have two completely separate HVAC systems, it's all circulated.
Right. No, it's all good. You're good.
So, but anyway, we mentioned a couple weeks ago about I did not do good with my New Year's Eve resolutions.
Right.
And one of those was to come up with a Christmas list. So I found my first item for my Christmas list.
All right, how much is it? Because one of the things you said is the reason I didn't come up with one because everything I want is super expensive. So how much?
Well, I'm waiting. They don't have a price here, which is really frustrating. The last time I looked, though, it was only $1,600.
Only $1,600? Okay, so again, it's like buying a TV at Costco or Sam's Club. Where did they get off selling TVs for like $2,000? I don't think they're that good. And actually, I do have a complaint about last week's Bears game. You know, this was a week ago, and the Bears lost.
Yeah,
but it was blurry. It was blurry. It was their camera. It wasn't. I forgot to mention this, but now I saw this. It reminded me. The game was blurry. Like the graphics were all sharp, but the actual players were like blurry.
That's weird.
It was annoying. And it wasn't my TV.
The thing I like about this new Samsung TV, it's a curved 49-inch gaming monitor, and it comes in QHD resolution. Woohoo!
What's QHD?
Well, I guess the best way to put it is I'm going to have to go down here and read this because I tried to memorize it so I could just spit it out like you always do. Couldn't do it. Too much information.
Yeah, well, so basically it's one monitor that's curved that would be like two 2560 by 1440 monitors. So that's not that big. It's a 32:9 aspect ratio. So that just means it's two monitors together, but it's joined.
Right.
So big deal. Two 20-inch monitors, big deal. But a 49-inch monitor, how do they do 49 inches? That doesn't make sense. It can't be, well, because 49 inches diagonally. It's not really that tall.
Too, by the way.
So would that be 220? That could be two 20-inch monitors. Could be 49 inches. I don't even think there's 20-inch monitors.
Well, it's 225.
Because 20 on a diagonal would be more than 29, right? Because if it's 20 inches this way to go on a diagonal, that's only 9 inches more. I don't know what size monitor that would be.
But I'm thinking how cool that would be to actually have a little bit of peripheral vision stuff going on while I'm gaming.
To have what going on?
The peripheral vision thing because of the curve. If you're looking straight ahead, peripheral vision's working.
Dude, it's only a 32-inch monitor. So it's only 32 inches.
No. They also have a 32-inch curve, but the big one's the 49-inch gaming monitor.
All right, 49.
Well, originally it was a 49-inch, but they're talking about the shorter one. But I want the 49-inch one. Screw the 32-inch. Give me the 49.
I don't understand the curved monitors either. Do they really work better?
They do. It's like I said, it allows you to have peripheral vision.
Or when you turn your head, your face is equidistant away from the monitor. Because when I do dual monitors, I don't leave them flush. I actually do kip them in.
Yes, so do I.
So, I don't know.
But now, don't get me wrong. I have actually seen one of these at Best Buy.
The curved monitor or the curved?
The curved monitor with the special sound system that comes with it.
Yeah, I've seen the curved TVs.
Yeah, they even have an overhead boom sound system, so it comes at you from above you. It's really cool. But that was $6,000 for the whole setup. $6,000 is the theater experience. It's just incredible.
They have them on sale already, dude. It's $1,000.
See, told you. See.
B&H Photos got it for $1,000. Amazon's got it for $970. eBay's got it for $820, but it's refurbished.
See, and by the time Christmas comes next year, it'll be down that you can afford it, especially with your new job.
Again.
Because you didn't get me anything this year, just combine the two, and then it makes more sense.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's all right.
The ad started. I'm trying to skip the ad and see. So we should get, well, Samsung, you should send this to us, and we will review it on our channel.
Yes, we will.
So it's a gaming monitor, HDR, which has high dynamic range. So my question for you is it one input or two inputs? And does it match them together? Because how do you get one input to that aspect ratio? You got to play games that are that aspect ratio then, right?
That's a curious question, or a good question.
So is it two monitors that are just seamlessly put together as a single, or how do you, or do you have to play games? No, there's the back of it, but I can't see. Ultra wide monitor, dank or dumb? That's funny. There's the back of it. It looks like one input, one HDMI input. All right, Samsung, what do you got?
Yeah.
Talk to me, Samsung.
Yes, please talk to us because we would love to talk to you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Samsung guy. I have a Samsung phone. And
so do I.
I have a Samsung watch. And
two of my TVs in the house are Samsung.
Yeah, it doesn't really explain. There's all the other gaming stuff. So, yeah, I'm not that up on the gaming displays, whether you have to have. I've got to find, you know what else I've got to find for games? I've got to find my Rocksmith. I want to hook my Rocksmith back up. But I think I only made it in like 2014. They haven't made a later version of it. And Rocksmith is Rock Band, but with a real guitar.
Right.
Like, why don't you have a game where you play real instruments instead of whatever?
Yeah, I understand.
So there's your New Year's resolution to get somebody to buy you this monitor. Or have Samsung buy it for us.
That's right.
I'm good with that.
That'll work too.
Cool.
And as a matter of fact, I will do some live streaming. I'll go back to doing some live streaming with that monitor. I'll put it up on the screen.
Yeah, we'll do an unboxing and everything.
Sure.
So time to go to a genuine positivity message. I'm positive that we're going to get that. And our genuine positivity message comes from one of my favorite guys.
Mine too.
From the early 1800s. Hans Christian Andersen.
I'm Hans Christian Andersen. Andersen, that's me.
Yeah, Danish author.
Danny K did a
great stories. Job. Great stories.
Oh, yes.
So what is his genuine positive? Me or you? Me? Okay, great. I'll do it.
Okay.
Me or you? Me?
You can do it.
Me? You can do it.
You can do it. You can do it all night long.
There's a genuine positive message. You can do it. From Adam Sandler movies, and it's usually, I can't think of the comedian's name who does it.
Oh, me. And it's you're stupid because I know him well because I've seen a lot of his stuff. But anyway, let's do this correctly. Ladies and gentlemen.
Rob Schneider. Rob Schneider. Rob knows better. Yeah, Rob Schneider.
It is now time for our genuine positivity message by Steve. Well,
by Hans Christian Andersen. Read by Steve. Just living is not enough. One must have sunshine, freedom, and a little flour. Hans Christian Andersen.
Yes, because if you have a little flour, you can make a tortilla.
Or bread.
The flour that you smell, not the flour you eat. Okay.
Well, yeah, because it's spelled Flower.
Yes, but they sound the same. The American or English language is very confusing.
Tell me about it. I speak good USA.
USA, rah, rah, rah.
So what's going on in Hawaii now?
This is something that I found really, 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 really cool. We are having a huge, Hawaii is the biggest place being inundated with invasive species.
Right.
Because of its location, for 40,000 years, everything evolved there. Nothing new came in.
Right, because you didn't bring it in. They didn't bring stuff to the island and stuff like that.
And once we started visiting there, now they're having this huge invasive species issue. And one of the cool things is almost all of the stuff is edible and can be made delicious. And there's a chef in Hawaii, and I had his name here a minute, and I went way past it because I'm way too fast.
Lofaro. Lafaro.
Mike Lafaro, yes. From Grand Waialea's.
Grand Wailea.
Wailea?
Yeah.
Homa Kukura Pawa.
Yeah, it's the Waldorf Astoria Resort. Just go with that.
Wow. You got to give the Polynesians credit for their language. It is so awesome. Yeah. Nobody
Huma unka kawa pawa.
I love it.
Yeah, that's huge.
But
it's named after a native species of fish, actually.
Yes. But
huma for short.
Apparently, a couple of the worst interlopers, like it's spelled Kiawe, which is the type of mesquite similar in shape to the green bean but sweeter, and Waiawai, also known as strawberry guava. They're taking these invasive species and turning them into fantastic food, and it's healthy food. This is something you could eat.
Just eat it. Yeah, well, yeah. Why not?
I looked at the picture here, and it really is a stunning-looking dish. I can see that they're serving this in these fancy restaurants.
Okay, all of the food that I eat that's healthy. I mean, you saw the pictures from Chef Kenny's Asian vegan cuisine. It all looks good. I mean, you should see the sushi that he does with no fish. It's all plant-based.
Right.
Substitutes. It's really good. But yeah, so long poisonous tipped thorns. Really?
Yeah, there's some incredibly interesting things. One of the other things I remember, as you know, we're both scuba divers. The Caribbean is having a problem with lionfish.
The Caribbean is?
Yes.
The Caribbean.
Caribbean.
I hate the English language. What's the difference?
Caribbean.
Carabiner?
If you ever look at it, the way I remember how to spell it is it's a carib bean. Caribbean.
Okay. You say
That's
so.
how I remember it. But anywho's, the lionfish is another invasive species, and it is decimating the reef system. Not the reefs, but the fish in the reef system, because they're voracious eaters. Apparently, there's some chefs in the Caribbean that have managed to figure out a way to cook them that makes them very tasty. So again, it's the same concept.
Like the puffer.
If you have an invasive species, see if you can eat it. I like that idea.
Cool.
All right, let's close it
Right.
out.
Are you done?
I are done.
We stalled out on that one.
So, but that's okay.
Time for our phrase origin story.
You know, I was kind of hoping that you would have thought this was so cool that you would have jumped on the bandwagon.
Oh, and just gone along with it?
Yeah.
Because it's popular to do so?
That's right.
That's the only reason you should support a cause. I am a bandwagon jumper when it comes to sports teams. You know that.
Really? I thought
Yeah.
you were in Chicago.
Dude, the Bears hadn't made a playoff game since 2010. They made a playoff game last week, and they were favored by 6 and proceeded to tank the game.
And that surprised you in some way?
They were favored by 6, the best defense in the NFL. Defense wins Super Bowls, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. Honestly, that is true. I will give them credit. This was their year for having the defense. Now, here's what's really funny. You know, I'm really close to the Illinois border, so a lot of the people who live around me are from the Illinois area.
Right.
And, and I had so many different people. One of the places I go to is Santa Claus every year. They're all Bears fans except one. And he was forced to wear a Bears uniform because the Bears beat the Packers in their game.
Sure.
So the grandfather, the one who hires me every year, catches me outside. He goes, I just had this interesting thought. Do you think you have any pull that you can get Aaron Rodgers to play for us in the next couple of games since you guys are out? I go, probably not, but why? He says, can you imagine what we could do with Aaron Rodgers with our defense? We'd go all the way. And it's true because their quarterback really sucked.
Wow. It's just amazing that these guys, when it's crunch time, can't do what they're supposed to. That's what makes a great quarterback as far as I'm concerned. They can have all the records in the world, but when they can do it when it counts, bring the team back, get those fourth quarter wins and stuff like that. Those are the guys.
Gotcha.
Drew Brees is like that. Tom Brady is like that. Aaron Rodgers is like that. So,
but anywho's, our phrase origin story, of course, was jump on the bandwagon.
Jump on the bandwagon. So what is the meaning?
Well, it means doing something or supporting a cause that is fashionable or likely to be successful.
Right. Yeah.
You don't want to be on the losing side. You join the bandwagon of the winning side.
Yeah, but where's the origin from?
Okay. It was originally the U.S. term for a large wagon able to carry a band of musicians in a procession. Not very original. But there are records of the phrase used in political speeches throughout the 1890s, usually in the form of warning political voters not to jump on the opponent's bandwagon in haste because the negative connotations associated with the phrase. Many didn't admit to having a bandwagon of their own design, it becoming common. Over time, the phrase stopped meaning the literal riding of a bandwagon.
Again, here it is again, right? So you would jump on this bandwagon as it would come through town, and you would, hey, let's go. Well, that's how you got around too. So you jump on the wagon, and that was like everybody got on there and did that. Barnum even tried to take credit for it.
Yes, he did.
He didn't coin the phrase. He did try to. He was a publicist. He tried to take credit for doing it. In addition to a sucker born every minute and stuff like that. But we got the band and the circus band and everybody just come join us at the circus because they have the parade come through town and you'd follow the bandwagon into the circus where they had it. So
that's right. Pumped everybody up, got them in the mood.
Yep. So that's how they did that. But mostly political is where it came from originally. Yes. And the politicians had their,
Even Teddy Roosevelt made a reference to it in his letters back in 1899.
Who did?
Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt. Wow.
Yes.
That's crazy. So cool. All right. So that was our phrase origin story. And with that, I want to say thank you for watching.
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
and please subscribe, like, watch our other shows and channels. Go to whathappened.world. That's right. One finger at a time there. Whathappened.world. You can connect up with our social media. Join us on our, I'm going to cough.
our website, our Facebook page, our other show.
Yep. Go do Fun Guy the Entertainer Cooks for you. Someday we'll put that up on the webpage. Maybe never, but we'll eventually get it.
Yeah, it's only been a year and a half.
Yeah. It has not been a year and a half. You've not been doing it for a year and a half, but thank you for playing. But with that, I want to say live every day, and we'll see you on our next show.
Be genuinely positive, live and love life, and have a good one.
Be crazy, and just